This was the exact moment that I knew it was going to take forever.
Y'all ready for this?
Oh, hello! What's up? Welcome back to episode 3 of the school bus conversion. Last week, we talked all things on the ground. This week, we're looking up and we're gonna deal with the roof. We're starting with the electrical for the fans, we're talking roof rack for the deck, and we're even gonna start the prep for the ceiling boards. I'm so excited to see this place start to look like a home, and I'm so excited that you're here on this journey. Let's dive right into this week's video.
Seems pretty simple. Let's see if we get this done.
Okay, let's be real. I have been absolute with filming. I feel like every day I've gone to film, the camera's been dead, the memory card's been full, but we're back here and look at this. The most daunting task. I was so scared to cut open the holes in the roof for the first time, but they're looking good. They were completely sealed with butyl tape and silicone sealant, so they've been watertight so far, praying that it stays that way, and it's looking good. For today's task, I am going to wire all of these. So I'm going to hook that up with my 12-volt wiring, connect it, run it along the ceiling to where my battery system will actually be, and that way we are one step closer to actually being able to put up the ceiling.
Say, feel that bass. We gon' shake up this place.
What I've done now, after I wired these to my actual fan, is I've cut enough wire to reach where my battery bank will be, and I left extra room just to be safe, so I don't know what will happen. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to feed this wire through the ceiling so that it's nice and tucked away, and then we're gonna bring it all the way down to where the battery bank will be. Now what I'll do just to keep things nice and organized and neat for myself is I'll write a little label on the actual wires down by the battery bank, and I'll just label exactly what the wires are and for where in the bus they will be. That makes no sense. I'm gonna label the wires, and just so I know what everything is. Thank you.
The first task complete. Now on to the deck frame. I started here by measuring out where exactly we'll need to drill through the roof. This was a little bit challenging since the beams that I was using already came with pre-drilled holes, and I didn't want to drill any new holes.
Live from the top of the bus. What I'm going to do is I'm anchoring on the actual supports, and these will be for the deck in the future, or maybe even for this build right now. So my dad is inside the bus, he's going to send the bolts through, and then I'm going to use lock nuts to secure everything to the top.
Nobody gotta do for me. Yep. What I do when I do it so beautifully. All I gotta stay is true to me. Yep. Stay winning is a mood to me. Hey, I said feel that bass.
After the beam has been bolted to the actual roof, I went around with a generous amount of caulking just to make sure that everything stays watertight. It looks like it's pallet board time. Go out and legally find a few pallet boards, and then we can get started on this process.
We've been dancing through the world alone lately. We've been trying just to make it through everything. I feel so out of place, feel so out of place right here. I won't walk away, I won't walk away, don't fear.
To make sure that all of the boards had a consistent thickness, I went through and planed each board.
In the longest night, I'll be by your side. Go on telling everybody that we'll be alright. We'll be alright. We'll be alright. Go on telling everybody that we'll be alright. We'll be alright. We'll be alright. Go on telling everybody that we'll be alright. Moving fast or slowing down at record speed. What matters when we're
Now that all of the boards have been planed down, it's time to cut them to size so that they fit in between the framing that I've already put into the ceiling. And then from that point, we'll be able to just paint them, nail them up, and we'll have a beautiful custom-made ceiling.
when the world shuts down, we can figure it out. Go on telling everybody that we'll stick around. In the longest night, I'll be by your side. Go on telling everybody that we'll be alright. We'll be alright. We'll be alright. Go on telling everybody that we'll be alright. We'll be alright. We'll be alright. Go on telling everybody that we'll be alright.
My hair is turning white. That's what my barber tells me. So, you know it seems kind of fitting.
This was the exact moment that I knew it was going to take forever. So I said goodbye and hello to the electric sander.
Singing in dial tone. I keep on looking. I keep on looking. I keep on looking for the magic chord. Magic chord. Magic chord.
This just shows the difference between the beveled edge versus the raw edge straight from the saw. Now, the reason that I really needed to bevel each side was not only because of my OCD, but also because when the boards are pressed together, I wanted to make sure there was a slight shadow as opposed to it just looking like one solid piece of wood. The pallet boards are officially prepped and ready for paint, but first things first, I think we need to clean this place up.
I keep on looking for the magic chord. Magic chord. Magic chord.
You made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much. Now, if you like what you see, make sure to hit subscribe below. I post new videos every single Sunday. And I'll see you around next week when we install the ceiling and we also paint it. And hint, it looks really good. See you next week.